Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. And welcome, friends, and hello, Catherine Weiss, and thank you for that generous super chat. Thank you very much. Good friend of the program and one of our awesome mods. So thank you very, very much. Well, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday, as wonderful as a Monday can be. Or if it's another day that you are watching after the live. Well, hello there. It's Operation Shutdown. Yes, he knows the score because he knows that when we're at the Truth Quest, we're just downrange and strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. I gotta do that and make sure my fingers don't disappear. Oh, see, I gotta do it slow. Oh, sometimes you just gotta disappear, you know? Sometimes. And it's Dark Brain is in the house. Hello, Dark Brain. Welcome to the program. Yes, we're off to a roaring start here. Good evening, Dark Brain. Well, I think everybody knows by now. I mean, if you have any intranet connection, everybody must know by now the big news, right? I'm sure there's probably not a single person here that doesn't know this, but I just feel compelled to bring it up, okay? Because yesterday, friends, yesterday was an important day in history. Yesterday, someone was born. Someone famous was born yesterday. Yes, here he is, George Jetson himself. And, you know, I think about the Jetsons a lot because that was an image of the future from the past. And I always identified with it. I always look forward to that happening. Okay. Like, to me, it was like, okay, they made a cartoon out of it. It must be gonna be this way, right? Well, guess what, folks? Hello, Peggy Dancer and Mud Rabbit. Did you know that the Jetsons started in 1962? I think it was in September of 62. Okay. 1962 was my birth date. Hello, Peggy Dancer. And so that's my birth year, too, 1962. So I'm wondering, you know, I identify with this cartoon a lot, and it's amazing. So it came out in 1962. All right. They set it 100 years into the future to 2062. And George Jetson in the cartoon was 40 years old, which means he was born in 2022. And there's his birthday, July 31st, 2022. So I wonder if someone named their kid George Jetson Anderson or you know, or something like that. Or if someone who was born on that day is going to change their name to George Jetson. I think that would be so cool. But you know what this means, folks? Oh, really? That's your grandma's birthday? Well, hello, Cheryl. See, I take my eyes off the chat for 1 second and I miss people. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome to the program. So what this means, folks, is who really is the Jetsons? Well, I think the Jetsons was a cartoon, and they were so successful with the Flintstones that they decided to do one about the future. But that's the point of this. And what this means here is now this cartoon was started in 1962. They said it 100 years in the future to 2062. Okay, it's 2022 now. This is the year he was born, allegedly. So now we got 40 years, folks. 40 years to build that Jetson future. And we got a long ways to go. Believe you me. We've got moving sidewalks, but they're only at the airports, okay? We got to expand those out. I guess we have to start living way up in the sky. Maybe we'll have to because the pollution will be so bad. I don't know. But we got 40 years to make it happen, friends. Oh, you said Zoso, your t-shirt picture. Awesome. Yeah, he's had my t-shirt picture for a long time, but it's not on his thing yet. I don't think he updates that very often. But we'll see. So I thought this was really cool. So, hey, we're only 40 years away from flying cars that when you're done flying in it, it folds up into your briefcase. So there we go. There we go. Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty. I think he means Jetson White, the digital soldier. Oh, Jetson White. I don't know that Anon, but it sounds like an intriguing title. I like it. I think I like him already. So there's that. I just thought I'd start off with that, Jetsons. I love that name. And you think about Flintstones, Jetsons. Look at the character. Okay, Fred Flintstone was kind of heavy. Okay, George Jetson's a little slimmer. They don't eat steaks, and pterodactyl steaks anymore. They eat just a plate full of pills. So, but they did have like a TV telephone system. They had a large screen TV on the wall hanging down from the ceiling. So they had a lot of things, that we have today. But 40 years, friends, the clock is ticking. There's a kid growing up named George Jetson. He has to work at a place called Spacely Sprockets. So someone change your last name to Spacely, start a sprocket company, because you're going to need to hire this guy. This was born. You better get this all in line, friends. We got to make this happen. That would be too cool for school, I say. I think living here in the third dimension, we can learn a lot from our friends in the second dimension, cartoon characters. Think about it. They got it going on. Yes, it's nice to have a Zoso shirt. Alrighty then. Well, what else are we going to show you today? I'm glad you're all here. This is so nice. You guys rock. You know that? You guys make it all worthwhile. Ever go water skiing? They've been water skiing for years. Why? Just take a look at this. It's a sport that's not confined merely to lakes, rivers, and oceans. No. It's quite common in your local flooded street for years now. There you go. How do you like that? Isn't that interesting? And I have to blow it up here so I can read it. Mary Ann Hawkins surfing the flooded streets of Long Beach, California, 1940s. There you go. That's from Superfly Autos. It looks like an 1836 Chevy, maybe 38, possibly. Maybe it's a Ford. I don't know. Hard to say from here. But it's a nice looking car. Gonna clean all the under fender wells there too by doing that. I hope that she didn't get hurt and she could wipe out if they hit a dry spot. So it's been the in thing to do for years, friends. Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. These are professionals from the 40s. They're way better than professionals of today. Oh, really? So, well, I'll have to look into this person. Jetson White is one of the most important truthers. Awesome. Well, how come I never heard of him? I haven't, I really don't go on the boards. I think I've gone in there a couple times just to take a look around, and then I go back to safety. You know what I mean? Well, we did it in the swalls after floods, but no car. You just ran real fast and threw the board in front of you. Ah, okay. That sounds like fun. Jetsons on Rumble. Okay, I'll have to check them out. I can't get Rumble on this computer, but I'll look on my other iPad thing. Oh, you used probably thinking about inner tubes in summer and towed saucers in the snow. Yeah. You know what my dad said they did, or what I heard they did back in the day, is in the wintertime they'd do this. They'd ski behind a car, only they'd ski in the ditch. And then every driveway was like a jump, right? Think about that. Wow. Kind of dangerous, I'd say. Don't try that at home, folks. Leave that to the experts back in the 40s. They'll do that for you. There you are. So that was good. I thought that was interesting. A little flashback. See, we've been having fun for a long time over here in the States. You got a flood? We're going to have fun, okay? There you go. You just change it up a bit. Yes, I knew what you meant, Peggy Dancer, inner tubes. I know. When I type fast, it's like, oh, and guess what, folks? I mean, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but our Speaker of the House is heading on overseas, and we got some anon must have taken this picture. It's very interesting of the plane that Pelosi's on. So let's take a look at this intel here. Look at that. There's Pelosi. Oh, fueling up. Oh, there's the Smirnoff plane. Oh, we got to fill back up again with the Smirnoff. We ran all out of that. Get Pelosi here, so it's a priority deal. Let that Smirnoff flow as soon as we get that thing hooked up there. Yeah. I thought this was a good one. A good one. Yeah. You got to have fun with it. Gonna need a few more refuelers. Yeah, that one's not gonna be quite enough. That's a long flight. Are you kidding me? Oh, I saw that one too, Mud Rabbit. She says I saw a meme where the pilot parachuted and left Nancy on the plane. You got coffee all over the keyboard in that one, laughing. Yeah, he's holding a sign, like a cardboard sign that says, "Hi, Nancy. This is your pilot. Have fun landing." Oh man. But you know what, friends? I just had this this horrifying thought went through my head right before I went on here tonight. And I thought, well, I'm trying to figure out why the heck Nancy's going over there. And then I started to remember, wait a minute here. In New York City, a few weeks ago, there were what? PSAs about certain type of attacks to be ready for. Maybe, I'm sure that the evil people who are pulling the strings of all these people are looking at the daily gaffe mess that is Joe Biden and the cackling weirdness of Kamala. So who's third in line? And what if she's away from town when something happens that maybe she might be directing indirectly or directly? Just throwing it out there. I don't know. It's sometimes, I like to try to only think good thoughts, but sometimes I start to think like, what would they be thinking? What would the bad guys do? What might be the reason for this? I don't know. I just hope and pray that nothing happens, because I would hate to see Nancy Pelosi sworn in. That would be a dark, dark day. A dark day indeed. Yeah, she's going to go to Taiwan. Yeah. Got my popcorn. Yeah, we need to pray for peace, friends. We need to really pray that these idiots don't get their way here. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the program. Oh, really? Yeah, they're, well, I have a suggestion for the Democrat Party. That's just have good policies. Then you might win without having to cheat. If you actually had good policies that benefited the people, not this nonsense about, oh, I identify as a Skittles candy, orange color. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So that's that. That is that. So where are we now? I got to see my grandson today. It was very nice, and my daughter. It was awesome. We're heading into this season again, and I think everyone should protect themselves. And I think you know what I mean when I say protect yourselves. Protect yourselves from all of the yeah. Get on the patch like that, and be prepared. Okay, so that's all you really need to do. I think that will work perfectly for that ailment. Just get on the patch. Totally fine. Totally fine. That will protect you. Yes. See? The wonder of science, or like I like to call it, science. Yeah. All right. There are some interesting things, friends, here that I really want to show you. Um, here's here's a sign that we all need to carry around with us. Make this sign and carry it around with us. Take off the masks. You can smell the bull crap. Yeah, I PG-13 that for everybody there. Did you notice that? Yes, it does. I agree. Take off the masks. You can smell the bull crap. Bullcraft. I like that one. I'll never forget once early on in this scamdemic, plandemic, panic, pandemic. I never wore a one. I never wore a mask, and no one ever said anything to me, and they're lucky they didn't. But I saw this guy in Walmart once. I was not wearing a mask. This was early on in this hysteria a couple of years ago, and he had a mask on. He turned around. I looked at him, and he had the whole mouth cut out. It was totally open. I said, "Oh, that's brilliant, dude. You're wearing a mask." So if you have to wear one, just cut out the middle. And if they say you cut the middle out, you say, "Because I couldn't breathe." Hello? I am a sovereign being and I need to breathe. You invent me a mask that won't harm me, I'll wear it. But until then, I'm breathing the air. Move aside, stand aside. There you go. It all ends when we end it, you know? Oh, yeah. Mud Rabbit. I wear the Invisimask t shirt. Yes, I do too. It's a great shirt to wear because you can just show people, look, I got the Invisimask on. State of the art. There's proof right there. It's got just as many peer reviewed studies as the other masks do. There you go. And it works. And it works with your immune system. Hello, Mad Pogue. Welcome to the program. Alrighty then. So I love that one. I just love anything that goes, that into the face of these dictators. What the heck happened? What the heck happened? How much money is China and the rest of them giving these people to destroy the country? I mean, think about it. Oh, look, Mad Pogue is saying hi to everybody. Hello there, Mad Pogue. We got to give those t-shirts another little blast there. There we go. Alrighty then. Well, space.com. Space.com. Oh, friends, this just happens to be on my desktop, but I just want to show you guys something. It's not always about aliens or UFOs or politics or stuff like that. Sometimes I just like to show you all my pride and joy. My pride and joy from the heart. My pride and joy. There it is. I just love showing you all my pride and joy. Yeah. Oh, yes, baby. That's my pride and joy. Love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Let me check the lurkers. Let me turn on the lurker app. Oh my goodness, look at all those lurkers over there. Hello, lurkers. Send stories and videos to Aaron so we don't have to suffer through his bad dad jokes so much. Yes, good idea. Hotgamesandpuzzlesllc at gmail.com. I know that's a long email title. I'm working on a longer one. So there we go. Enjoy it while it's still short. Yes, I think that was me you're talking about because I did that same thing. Oh, yeah. Hello, lurkers. Hit that like button. Yes. If you're going to lurk, you got to like. Lurkers can like. We like the lurkers that like, don't we? We like the lurkers, especially when they like the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah. Pride and joy. I say everybody needs to screenshot that, print it out, and put it in your wallet or your purse. So then you can keep this joke going. This joke has to keep going, friends. It's up to you. Okay? Spread the good word. There you go. I think clowns even hand these out, like in parades and stuff. They hand stuff like this out on a card. So I think that's wonderful. Let's get yourself a pack of these and get yourself a clown outfit. Put a bit, wear a CIA hat and go into parades and give away these. That would be good. That would be good. That's my pride and joy. So proud. So I'm a proud, just such a proud guy. So satisfying sharing these things with you. So satisfying indeed. I love it. I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, I just want to say that tonight's show is brought to us by our sponsor. Tonight's show is brought to you by Epimanly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Yes, that's the famous Epimanly commercial from the 90s. Yes, that's our sponsor for tonight. So that's a rotary nose hair remover, and it uses the patented lift and yank method. It's patented. It lifts and yanks the hair from its root so you can go longer between trimmings. There you go. No, this one's not free. Actually, I'm not sure if they make these anymore, but this was an ad that they put out back in the 90s that I was in. Actually, I wrote it. So there you go. It's in my on my YouTube channel. If you scroll way down, you'll see my cable access videos of these fake commercials. And so that's what you will find if you dig back into my past. That would be in the early 90s over there in Mound, Minnesota at the Channel 20 cable access studios in the old Mound High School, old Mound Junior High, in the pods. That's where it was. So there you are. And we're not only brought to you by Epimanly, we're also brought to you tonight by this fine new product. And it's an amazing new product. I don't know if you've seen it before. I showed it a couple times on the program here. I think it's a fabulous new item, and I think it takes one of the hardest chores we have and makes it easier and kind of funny. So there you go. Here it is. Yes, but also you have to thank our sponsors tonight, co-sponsors, the toilet tongue. Yes, because nothing cleans under the lip better than a tongue. Let's face it, nothing. Nothing does. So there you go. You can see the before and after. Look at that before and after picture. Oh my goodness. You see how dirty that bathroom is? You take that toilet tongue out and bam, look at the after picture. The results are amazing. So go out and get yourself one of these toilet tongues and you can have a beautiful clean bathroom also. Yes, it's 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 clean. It's bathroom clean that you can almost taste. There you go. How do you like that? Now this was going to be one of my commercials, and I still probably am going to do it as soon as I find the model I made with the tongue. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. So look forward to that, friends. So those are our sponsors for tonight. Isn't that fun? See, we don't just use the same sponsors all the other guys use. We search long and hard to find dad joke fake sponsors for you. We go to long lengths to get maybe a chuckle. That's it. That's what we're after. We're getting that chuckle because that's important. Yes, ew, I know. Hey, it's bathroom humor. What can I say? All right. When you think about all of the, well, let's go here, friends. This is a meme I made back in, what was it? 2020? Is that when that was? Oh, where is it? Can't find it. Hmm. Yeah, it might have been 2020. The date's on there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see, the virus does not harm children. I think there's like a 250,000 in one chance of a kid getting it. But the evil orders like this harms children for life. Yes, they don't know what they've done. Well, they probably do know what they've done. How dare you order this? How dare you? Yes, and everybody who has a position to either enforce this or not, don't do it this time. Don't do it. Yes, kids have suffered the most. You are 100% right. All by design, because children are closest to God and they're trying to destroy God. So, how do you destroy God? You destroy the kids, which is their sick, evil plan, which is why it's not going to work because we're waking up. We're seeing this stuff and it's not cool. But just think about that poor little kid and all the little kids in that neighborhood there. They can't go on a swing. It's a single swing. Unbelievable. It just, I worked for a website company when this whole thing started a couple of years ago. And it's a website company. They built websites for municipalities, small towns. And the first town was that had these orders they wanted me to put on their website was that their wading pool, their kiddie pool, their summer pool was going to be closed due to this scamdemic. And I was sad. And this is the first thing I saw. And I thought to myself, I'm going to wait till the end of the day to do this because I felt bad about it. And because I knew that it would hurt the kids. And I ended up putting it on there. And of course, then the floodgate opened up and every single website wanted to announce that they're closing everything fun for kids. I mean, it's tragic what they did and what they did to adults too. I see people now with masks on, and it just, it just, it just hurts me inside. They're so in fear from these fake idiots out here, just trying to kill us. It's you know, yes, makes it worse. That's right, Mad Pogue. Yeah. So children are resilient, but trust me, they're always going to remember back that summer they couldn't, or those 2 summers that they couldn't do something that they really wanted to do, which was just play with other kids. It's I think a lot of us used to, back in school, learning about you know Germany during the war and wondering how that could happen. Well, now we know how it happens. We know exactly how it happens because it happened here. It's happening here. It's really sad. It's really sad. Has anyone else noticed their summer vacations are much shorter than ours were? Are they? They probably are. Well, some places they're trying to eliminate the summer off and just go school nonstop. I think that's not good. Yes, Peggy Dancer, that is very disturbing. It's because they have that mandate. A mandate's not a law, people. We got out first week of June, didn't go back till after Labor Day. Okay, yeah. Around here, I think it's according to the shipbuilding hours or something. Shipbuilding is big. There were 3 shipbuilders. I think there's only 1.5 now, maybe just one. Yeah. All right. Alrighty then. Yeah, boy, that really sucked. So anyway, I was watching a video today by Dr. Michael Sala, and I'll give you the link here. Maybe I'll beat Mud Rabbit to it this time. And he's talking about this picture on Jupiter, of Jupiter, where it shows it's an infrared picture of Jupiter from the new James Webb telescope, right? Telescope. And let's see if I got it. Do I have it? Yep, here it is. So here it is, friends, that. And there's a little thing next to it too. What is that? So Dr. Sala is talking about this, and it's like, if it's really close, if this long thing here is really close to Jupiter, it's thousands of miles long. But there's no way to tell how close it is to the camera from, or if it's closer to Jupiter. So if it's close to Jupiter, it's thousands of miles long. But then you look over here, and here's the red spot. This is what they were kind of doing this for, the big red spot. But now the big red spot has all these other little things, and these little lines. Could this line over here be just one of these lines? Or is this a totally structured craft? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if we can pump up the. That doesn't really do much, does it? Hmm. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Very interesting indeed. So it definitely looks like something structured, like a cylindrical, could be slightly cone shaped, hard to say. And there's these little splotch things too. I don't know what those are. Could this just be something up in the upper atmosphere of Jupiter that's kind of floating around up there? I don't know. You got all this stuff over here. So I thought that was very interesting. Let's see what the chat says. Oh, also, I'm going to put this link over here, friends, so you can call in if you want. All right. Oh no, buffering. Summer is 2 weeks less. That sucks. Banana peels. 2 weeks less. Err. You know what? The most disappointing thing about school for me was, I was really anxious to learn stuff. I wanted to learn stuff, but every year they taught us the same stuff. Oh, yeah. Columbus discovered America. Hey, wait a minute. You told us that last year. Well, we're telling you again. And you told us the year before, too. Well, we're telling you again. Are you going to tell us next year? You'll have to wait and find out. Okay, whatever. Yeah, remember the extreme radiation Jupiter puts out? We would die that close. We would, yeah. There's shielding, though. And according to Corey Good, they captured plasma beings in the upper clouds of Jupiter that live off of the radiation. So just because it's bad for us doesn't mean it's going to stop life from happening. Yes, good point, Dark Brain. The huge shadow from that Russian probe. Yes, that one by Phobos. Is that what you're talking about? Good point. Good point, Cheryl. NASA would debunk a craft with windows where tall grays were waving. Yeah. They'll say, see, they're not giving the official NASA wave. Fake. Yep. That's what they'd say. Something like that. Oh, Oumuamua. Oh, but Oumuamua wasn't that long. But they don't know how close the image or the object is to the camera. They just don't know. But so I got a closer up picture of it, of that same anomaly. We'll call it an anomaly. We don't know what it is. Not pretending to know, just curious. Always curious about this kind of stuff. Well, there it is. Not much you can say about it. I mean, these infrared pictures don't really give a lot of detail, but it definitely shows something there, and it's pretty straight. I would have to say that is pretty straight. So can we brighten this up? Wow. Well, maybe we need to. It does maybe look like it's tapered, friends. Maybe not. No, it looks straight. Slightly tapered. See that? Huh. Although it's really hard to say. The other thing completely disappears. Huh. I wonder what this thing is, too. Interesting, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know. It's something. Who knows? Hey, Jerry. Yeah, it's slightly interesting. Maybe it's a tail moving. Could be. Like a comet or something. I guess that could be. Omelet anomaly. There you go. Oh, it's got a knobby end. Yeah. Maybe they pulled too hard on the doorknob of Jupiter and the doorknob came out. It flew out that way. That's the doorknob. Knobby end. Could be. We don't know. Just don't know. Feel free to call in if you want. There's the little link. Yeah, I get a little nervous with nervous Nancy over there in Taiwan. You know she can't be up to anything good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's going to get her hair done. You think? Maybe she's going to make some more stock purchases in person so that she doesn't get all those pesky questions. Maybe there's a country over there she can purchase stock without people knowing, right? It's probably what it is. That's what my best guess is. You're of the mind she didn't have a choice in the matter. Oh, okay. She didn't have a choice. Well, anything to get away from Shifty Schiff, probably. Okay. Alrighty then. I can't wait till some of these are played. I think they're going to be played pretty soon because there's a whole lot of these up the sleeve of 45. He's got a whole sleeve full of trump cards. He hasn't hardly played any of them yet, and they're coming. I can't wait. She did a pump and dump, lost an excess of 300,000. Oh, checking her stocks and chips. She's a minion like the rest of them. Yes, I think you're right. Mud Rabbit. The guys upstairs want war. She's getting her backside on a plane and going. Yes. As long as there's the Smirnoff refueler, she'll be fine. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough ride. What will China really do? Well, I'm sure they've got a lot of weapons they'd like to try out, possibly on it. I don't know. I get the feeling that China doesn't like her. Maybe this is all part of the show. Maybe she's just trying to tempt their hand so that they shoot first. I don't know. But I have a sneaking suspicion that she's away for her safety, possibly. So that's what bothers me, is that option, in which case something might happen stateside where number one and number two are. Okay? Because they have to be looking at this daily disaster and going, oh my God, what the heck did we do? If you're going to go to the problem of stealing an election, you darn well better have smart enough people to be able to do something when they get in there, instead of just pick ice cream flavors. I think that's about all he can do at this point. Pick ice cream flavors. And maybe he needs help with that. Yep, that's what I think too, Aaron. All right. Great minds think alike, don't they? Yeah, no one likes her anymore. Closer to the bunkers they think they still have in New Zealand. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Okay, you gotta love Peppy, man. He's just got that reassuring smirk. Always there. Always there with something interesting to say, to show. You know what, friends? I mean, some people know that I do I do Elvis shows, right? And here I am a few years ago in front of my old PT Cruiser, my Elvis mobile, and yeah, Aaron, hello, Aaron here. Let's see the government cover this up. So I do Elvis shows. So one year, I for Halloween, I dressed up like Herman Munster, right? I made these blocks for my feet, so I was a lot taller. I stuffed my shirt, my chest full of stuffing, so I was bigger. I had an extension on top of my head, and I was all green. Okay, so I was with I was with my friend, and she was Lily, and she looked really good as Lily. And so we walked in. We were going to try and maybe see if there had any contests going on. We were too late for the contest, but we had fun anyway. We walked into the first place, and there was a band playing. Right away, this guy from the band runs up to me and goes, "Hey, Aaron, do you want to come and sing some Elvis?" I said, "What? Wait a minute. How'd you know it was me? How did you know it was me?" And then we went to, so I sang a couple songs, and we went to another place. Same thing happened. Someone came up and said, "Hey, you got to come sing some Elvis." I'm like, wait a minute. How do you know it was me? I didn't get it. Maybe it wasn't that good of a costume, but I dug some pictures up, and so maybe it wasn't as good of a costume as I thought. But so here is one picture, kind of a close up outside, like getting in the car. I mean, I don't know. I Do I look like me there? I mean, does that look like me? I don't know. Uh, oh, there it is. Here it is. Okay. So, yeah, black lips and everything. And you know what else? That makeup that I used, that green makeup on my skin, ended up burning my skin. It had a chemical reaction to it. Had a react My face had a reaction to it, and it was not good. It wasn't good. But I'm just wondering how. Oh, you don't think it looks like me? Oh, the hair gives me away? It's not my hair, it's separate hair. Oh. Oh, thank you. So, and actually, I have a picture from one of the bands in one of these little places we went to. So let me show you that. Let me show you that. No, I wasn't wearing glasses back then. Actually, I was not wearing glasses back then. So I always had pretty good pretty good vision until I got like older. So I got another picture from one of the clubs or one of the little bars that we went into, and I got to sing. So bizarre. I mean, it was so weird getting up on stage, being like 8 or 10 inches taller than I usually am on these weird, hard to walk on boots that I made. And l- being in costume as Herman Munster, but yet trying to sing Elvis. It was really weird. It was a very, very strange set of circumstances that all led up to that. So here, I think that's it. Yeah. This is at that place. So there it is. So I'll just adjust that a little bit. There. It's kind of blurry, but you can kind of see. Look at all those animal heads on the wall and fish. Um, I'm not sure which place that was. That might have been. That might place might not exist anymore. Can't remember. It's a long time ago, folks. A long, long time ago. It's the graveyard smash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. I loved that song. I had the 45. I loved it. Yeah, so that was kind of fun. Kind of fun. And the band's just jamming away. Oh, a little pixelated there. Too funny. Too funny. So that was that. I can't believe I actually have pictures of it. That was before phones, folks. So that was an actual camera taking those pictures. How do you like that? GMTA. GMTA. Hmm. Okay, now I gotta try to figure out what that means. I give up. What does it mean? Am I the only one who doesn't know what that means? Oh, you have a Herman Munster pull string talking doll. Really? Yeah, you guys think alike because you're saying the same thing. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that's what it means. Great minds think alike. Oh, gotcha. Now, if I can only figure out what IDK means. I don't know what that means. No one can tell me. IDK. Probably means I don't quit, right? No, quit doesn't start with a K. I do kindness. That's what it means, probably. Yeah. I think I probably do know what it means. See, Peggy Dancer doesn't know either. Nobody knows. How are we going to find out? This one's been bothering me. It's like everybody. I know. Oh, yeah, probably means I don't care. You don't know either? I know. Nobody knows. That's the joke, people. I really do know. But it's fun to pretend not to know because it's funny. Ba-doom-pa. Sometimes it's funny. It's funny if you let it be funny. Remember, everything's funny if you look at it right. Okay? Just remember that. Everything is funny if you only just look at it right. That's the key, baby. That is the key. Here's an alien picture taken recently and posted recently by Giovanna Pata, my Facebook friend from Italy, who wants to be in the program, but we got to find an Italy translator, an Italian American translator, or English, I guess. No, I do not remember that episode of The Munsters where Herman thought he made contact with aliens. That sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting. So I really like this picture. There's something in front of part of that alien, like something green and see-through. Like I don't know what that is. Um, it's very strange, like some green ectoplasm, or maybe it's semi see-through, like a mist or something. It's just weird. Yeah, it's really weird, that green haze there. Could it be like a um, double exposure or something, possibly? I don't know, but it does look like an alien. Looks like he's not wearing any clothes. Herman makes contact with Martians. Wow. That wasn't like My Favorite Martian, was it? That other show that they had? Yeah, watch out for those Roombas. If you're laying on the floor, they'll eat your hair up, man. That's so watch out for that. That's how it starts. The robot wars. Could be green plasma, yeah. Could be. Nightbot. Nightbot. Yeah, they should make an attachment for your Roomba uh, to make it look like it's a little ghost for the Halloween time. Could like snap it on there and it'll go around and have this wispy ghost thing above it. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be a really cool Halloween decoration. My Roomba weighs about 12 pounds and has tabby stripes, which means the cat's always on it. Is the cat hitching a ride all the time? Oh, a Nightbot. Oh, oh, let me check. I don't know where it is. Nightbot. Is there something I missed? Yeah, we haven't had any of those weird bots. I don't see anything up there. I meant a bot for this chat room. I'm not sure. Did I hit a button by accident or something? I don't think so. Hmm, weird. But so this along with all the other evidence that Giovanna Pata has, it's pretty staggering how much she has. For this chat room. Hmm. I guess I should know that, huh? I also signed up on YouTube to do that, to hold things for review. So maybe that's where it's coming from. I didn't know it worked for live chats. I thought it was only for afterward. You know what I mean? So let's see. Um, 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 um. Let me see if there is any hidden messages because I did just sign up for that on YouTube. I did just do that. Interesting. Interesting, I say. I'm going to open up another tab with the show from YouTube here so I can check there too. All right. 18 likes so far, so thank you very much for all the likes. Remember, the number you get's your lucky number. I got 19 as my lucky number now. There. Now I got to go over channel content and check comments. And we'll see. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery. Nope. I don't see anything being held. Wait, held for review. Nope, nothing there. So that question's been answered. I don't see any. Oh, there it is. View deleted message. No, I don't want to view it. Thanks, Dark Brain, for getting rid of that. Um, yeah. Yeah, we like to keep a comfy chat. So we got we got the best mods. They're like ninjas, and the bots don't stand a chance. So we got like stealth mods. They're always on the ready. It's amazing. Like last episode, I was freaking out. I didn't really need to because they all had it in hand. So thank you, mods. It's such an awesome thing to have awesome mods that have your back. So thank you so very much. Yeah. Okay. I. Oh, okay. There we are. Oh, the bot didn't like one of the words. Well, I guess we gotta try not to use those words. Okay, that's how it works in Jacob's room. Okay, gotcha. Okay, you didn't see anything bad, but you can see why the bot caught it. Okay. Well, hey, we got bots working for us. That's great. I think that's a good thing. Anyway, yeah. Look at that guy. I don't know, man. Looks pretty real to me. Pretty skinny guy. Remember to leave cookies out for the aliens when they come to get you, and they can put a little meat on their bones, right? Just like you do for Santa. I don't know, man. It's very spooky. Very spooky. Too spooky. Maybe it's too spooky. Oh yeah, the bot held it, then you hit it. Okay, that's what it said. Yeah. It said it was hidden and you deleted it or something like that. So thanks. Okay. Thank you, Dark Brain. I appreciate that. That's incredible. That's nice. That's awesome. All right. Hey, free range brain. Yeah, it does look real, doesn't it? Yeah. Giovanna Pata has really awesome pictures that look like real aliens to me. Oh, the blur looks like a reflection of the flash. That could be. That could very well be. Hmm. Yeah. So that's that guy. That was that guy. Interesting alien. Another interesting alien that we like to talk about here that can't get enough of course, is Skinny Bob. Skinny Bob, Skinny Bob. There he is in all his glory. This is, in my estimation, the real deal, baby. The real thing. That's my conclusion of this. I mean, look how natural that hand even looks, a three-fingered hand. I've seen sculpted alien hands. I've never seen any sculpted alien hands that looked as real as that, ever, ever. And I've worked with some of the best sculptors in the world, because working at toy companies, you got some of your toys are just sculptures, so they get the best sculptors, and amazing stuff. Yes, there is a video of Skinny Bob. All you gotta do is look it up on the internet. I try playing videos on here, but they just get choppy looking. They are very choppy looking. Haven't figured out how to do that yet. Maybe I have to upgrade or something. But yeah, you just see these images, but it's moving. It's very, very convincing, and has never been debunked, ever. It came from Russia. It was released in a batch of stuff from Russia. And this is Skinny Bob. According to Bernie Mendez interacted with Skinny Bob. He knows him, and Skinny Bob's a well-known personage in the, I guess, in the know space people that deal with this stuff. And that the comment has been made by Bernie that Skinny Bob, that's just what they call him, it's not his real name, they just call him that, is such a nice guy that he's the only guy, or was the only guy at that time, that he was working with these people in the 60s and 70s. He was the only extraterrestrial that was allowed to come and go as he pleased, because he was such a nice guy. See, friends, this is why you need to be nice, because you'll be remembered as nice and good things will happen. Good night, Cheryl. I'm glad you came by. I hope you have a good dream. All right. Yes, that Skinny Bob video shows some UFOs in flight, an alleged crash site, and some possible bodies. And that shows this intriguing footage of this character right here. Skinny Bob, he's being measured up. He seems quite content and happy. Um, he just seems like a really nice personage. Okay, there you go. I just posted the link to the full video above. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mud Rabbit. Oh yeah, the full video. Well, oh, I can't get to it. Oh, maybe I could do it on here. Yeah. Here's the full video. Okay, I'll click on that. So, okay. Well, we might as well play it then. I'll play it. All right. So let's play this thing. All righty then. New comments. Minute and 25 seconds. Yeah, we're going to give that a little look at here. So thank you, Mud Rabbit, for finding that. And let's see if this is going to cooperate with us. Oh, there it is. So let's see if this is going to work. All right. And this is the it's got 42,000 views. And it's RT316. All right. So go give him a little follow. Let's start this at the very beginning. And we'll get the sound up too. Oh, maybe there's no sound. Okay, this is some sketchy footage here. Supposedly bodies. Face of an alien, allegedly. And there's Skinny Bob. Look at that. So there he is. He's blinking. So the darkness of his eyes is just a shadow. There's his hands. You pan up and you see the whole thing. It's kind of choppy. See how choppy it is? There he is, just as pleasant as can be, winking. And now this shows a craft, I think, flying. And these are that color footage of the aliens walking, and then they notice the guy filming.
Hello?
Oh,
Can you see me?
oh, okay. I think that's it for this. That's a commercial. We don't need to see that. All right. Well, that was interesting, don't you think? Thank you, Mud Rabbit. That rocked. Nothing like a good Skinny Bob video to get you going, right? On a good Monday. Oh, look at this, Peggy Dancer. Anybody see the video Dutch since posted with Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Bearden discussing Nikola Tesla? No, very good. Interesting. Well, it's something to check out. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Nikola Tesla was way ahead of his time. You know, in that lost interview, he talks about he was very sad he had a vision. He wanted to create a ring of light all around the planet. So it would never be darkness under that rim of light. You could grow food in areas you wouldn't be able to grow. And that was what is going to be his gift to humanity. But I don't know how good that would be or if it would work. Yeah. He had lots of ideas. And, you know, the Tesla Vortal teleporter, you know, that was built from Tesla's papers, and it was listed in his papers as an energetic array. He didn't have anything in his papers about what it might do, but they discovered that because someone walked through the field and disappeared. They thought he disintegrated, but he went to Africa. So he came back as quick as he could, and they went to work on it. Holy crap, we have a teleporter here. So that somehow they had to figure out how to send people to certain places. And you can imagine the the level of intelligence that you'd have to work on something like that. Andrew's dad was one of those guys, very smart guy. Not hard to imagine because Andrew's a smart guy. So his dad obviously was a smart guy too. Oh, good. A bibliography video. That's awesome. Yeah. It's easy to get behind. There's so many things to watch these days. It's just a wonderful thing. There's so many cool options of fun things to watch. And that's why I'm so grateful that everyone is here. There's so many other shows that you guys could be watching. And so I'm really, really appreciative of each and every one of you all. And I'm going to throw this in there just because this is that derelict spacecraft on the other side of the moon that Apollo 20 went to investigate, allegedly, in 1976 on a secret flight to the moon. 3 people, William Rutledge, his girlfriend, and a famous cosmonaut all went up there to view this 3.5-mile long derelict spacecraft that's been there for millions or billions of years. No one knows. Oh yeah, two behind on red pill. That's sacrilege. Yeah, but he's good to watch anytime. So yeah, he had some really good shows. He had a round table of all of these whistleblowers, like 10 different whistleblowers, and it was like all these windows. They're all in these windows, like a Zoom meeting, and it was like the Brady Bunch of whistleblowers. It was awesome. It was really cool. So you got to check that out. Very, very cool. He's knocking it out of the park again, as usual. As usual. Yeah. Yes, they were all Project Veritas whistleblowers. And one of them was a whistleblower from Hasbro. And I worked at Hasbro. But when I worked for Hasbro, it was a really good company. Um, they only did one thing that I was upset about, and that was they coerced everybody to give to the United Way. They brought you into an office with 2 of your bosses, and they just lambasted you until you promised to give a ton of money. It was it was I didn't like it. I that was coercion. That's not the way you give, to be forced like that. That's not cool. So, but other than that, it was a great company to work for. In fact, they made a decision where they could have made a lot of money, but when they looked at the whole picture, they realized that a certain amount of kids die in these type of toys every year, ride-ons, and they didn't want to go into the manufacturing of ride-ons because then they didn't want to be responsible for the death of any child. And I thought that was really, really good of them. And it made me feel good about working for a company that had morals like that, that they actually think about what these products could do in the future, and they don't want bad things to happen. So I was very proud to work for Hasbro back in the 83, 84 time period. It was a wonderful place to work and such a great group of talented people. Very, very talented people. Oh, when you worked for Lincoln Mercury, they wanted you to coordinate the donations, set up events, and get donations on your own time. Yeah, for United Way. Yeah, yeah. That's like a mob shakedown. That's what it felt like to me. A mob shakedown. That's what it felt like. They shouldn't do that. Okay. Mad Poke says, I've been at my job for 22 plus years, never coerced for annual charity. That's good. I'm glad that you didn't, because that shouldn't happen. We also have good local organization choices. Okay. Hello, Yvonda. Oh, listening while you paint. Well, good. I hope that it's helping and not hurting. Hope we didn't say something that made you flinch. Why are unions always commies? Well, I think why are unions always commies for your inch brain? Well, I think it goes back to corruption. I mean, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I mean, think of the power that that union has over all those people. That just breeds corruption. Power breeds corruption. So that's what I say. Oh, really? You had to re-canvas some frames and applied gesso to them. Okay. I have a friend out, where is he now? In Texas, I think. Um, Andy Collins, and he's working on a giant painting right now. He had to make the frame and stretch the canvas and put the gesso and all that on. It's a very big picture he's working on. Maybe I should get him on the show. I used to work with him at Hasbro. He's a great artist, great designer. He's got some children's books he designed and everything. So maybe I should have him on. I should call him up. I should have some of my old friends from Hasbro and Tonka come on here. That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, his name is Andy Collins, and I remember when he first came to Hasbro, and he was in the play school department where I was, and I went over to his cubicle, and he had drawings all over the walls already on his first day. He was just a drawing machine, just incredible. Great guy, very productive designer, artist, and he was a senior designer, and he was so good they wanted to give him a raise. They wanted to promote him, but the only thing they could do to promote him was make him into a manager, and he didn't want to be a manager, so he declined. And they said, "Well, we still want to give you a raise, so I'll tell you what, you can stay on the board, keep drawing, and we'll just create a new title that gives you more money and call it super designer." So you go from industrial designer to senior industrial designer to super industrial designer. There you go. So that's how they did, and they kept him because that just doesn't make any sense. If someone's a designer, a really good designer or artist, that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be a good manager. But that's the way companies work. They don't work logically. It's like, well, they don't really teach a lot of management in art school. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, you can look him up on Facebook. He's a pretty cool guy. Very nice guy. Tall guy. Tall guy. In fact, I think I got a picture of him here. Yeah, from my last day at Hasbro. And this was like in 1984, I think. 1984 was my last year there, I think. Way back before the turn of the century. Way on back there. But so here it is. All of the play school designers. There we are. And this is Andy Collins right here, the tall guy in the back. And this is me right here. And I got my friend here and my other friend there. So I got it's Pam Sweet and here's my buddy Steve Waymeyer. This guy Dean Carley's still at Hasbro. I think he's the only one still there. So there they all are. This is Kebra Nichols, really cool guy, awesome designer. Yeah, that was fun. Fun time way back in the day. Of course, the old Polaroid still is a good pick. So there you go. We had a lot of fun there. It was an old A&P building, kind of like a 7-Eleven building next to Hasbro. That was where design was. That was where licensing was. That was where marketing was, all cramped in this little building. We were in the basement. And then they moved over to the main building. They did a really neat upgrade to the main building. They moved all the design into there. However, I wasn't there for that. That's what I missed out on. So there you go. Yeah. So that's that. Little trip down memory lane a long time ago. Fun place to work, Hasbro. And while I was there, I had concepts all the time, ideas, because I'm an inventor. And one of my ideas was handed over to the girls' toys department, girls' toys. And it was developed there, and it became the fairy tale dolls, the fairy tales. They were like birds that you could groom, kind of like a My Little Pony, but they were birds. So that was one of my contributions to when I was there. I also got to work on the Transformers triple changers that change into 3 different things, not just 2. That was a lot of fun. It was just so much fun. I get done with my work early and I'd walk around to see what everyone else was working on. It was so interesting, so much talent. So I just, I was soaking it up. I loved it there. It was fantastic. I probably should have stayed there longer. I started to miss my home state of Minnesota. I got a job offer back in Minnesota at Tonka Toys. And I would be in the new product development group, which is the in-house inventing group. So, I mean, it sounded like a good move, but it was a mistake. Looking back, I can say it was a mistake. But there you go. It is what it is. All right. You know what, friends? We don't have anyone calling in. Nobody's calling in. So I think we might just put a little cap on this one. All right. And say nighty-night to all of our friends. Yeah. Yes, Tonka toys. Tonka toys used to be indestructible. Used to love them. Yes, they used to be. However, when I was there, I sat in on some cost reduction meetings, which were hard to take. They were talking about replacing metal parts with plastic to reduce costs. And I piped up and I said, we can't do that. Well, why not? Our competitors are doing that. I said, because we're Tonka. That's why. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. And now they're gone. Now they're just a nameplate owned by Hasbro. They're not a company anymore. They're not a company making stuff in America like they used to be when I was a kid. My dad worked there as a tool maker. They employed like half of the town, and it was a great place to work. And there was even a place behind the Tonka plant that was a place where a lot of teenagers would go park because it went out on the lake. Yeah. So Tonka toys. Thanks, Dark Brain. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. The companies that we work for, you know, make a big impression on us. And I have to say, I had mostly good impression from Hasbro back then. However, there's a lot of things that are done like for the sake of wokeness that shouldn't be done. Shouldn't be done. But thank you again, everybody, and a special thanks to Catherine Weiss for the super chat. Thank you. You don't know how much that helps. It helps so much. And we'll be back on Wednesday and Friday. We're working on getting some more people on for you, guests. Waiting to hear back on some exciting ones. So we'll keep you posted. Remember, we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So meet us here again Wednesdays, Fridays, and Mondays. And this month, also on the 7th, will be Andrew DiBasciago, so you won't want to miss that. So until then, keep your cameras and your phones poised to the skies so you can take that picture of the UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace in. Yes. Peace in.